Alright YouTube, what's up? Throttle Fiend here, and finally coming at you with my long-awaited, long overdue Ruroc Atlas 2.0 Mech review. I've had this helmet for about 6 months now, give or take, and I've managed to put on just about 2,000 miles on it. And I really wanted to do one sooner, but by the same token, I wanted to make sure that I had enough time on it that I could give my full thoughts on it and just give a well-rounded review. As you can see up front here, I do have a mount here. I purchased it before Ruroc created their mounts specific to the helmet, but this is a chinmounts.com mount. It's 3D printed. It is specifically made for the Atlas 2.0. Also got this low profile insert mount from them. I don't remember what the exact name is, but this plus my Hero 8 Black with the media mod on it, which is actually recording me right now, so I don't have it on here for you to see, but it works perfectly. I know a lot of people complain about the GoPro mic adapter that you have to use, but with the media mod, literally all you do is plug the microphone into it. I plan on doing a video on that soon, how I have mine set up and how everything's running, and my a quick run through of my editing process and all that, because I know that I had a lot of questions when I first started, so I'm sure that there are others out there as well. And as anybody who watches my videos know, I'm all giving back to the community, and anything I can do to help, I'm willing to do. So first off, let's start with this, the graphics. Ruroc is known for their insane designs. My two favorite helmets are obviously the Mech and the El Diablo. I originally wanted the El Diablo, but when they showed that this was going to be on drop 2 for 2.0, I'm a huge steampunk fan, so I had to have it. So as you can see, a lot of great detail on this helmet here. Very mechanized. I like the also the gray, silver, and black also go very well with my 2020 Lowrider S and Barracuda silver. So that was another thing that drew me to it. When you order it, it does come with two lenses. You have the original clear that comes with it and the smoke one. I do have the pin lock, as you can see here. There's one connection point there and one connection point there for the pin lock. I have not installed the pin lock yet. I have a blue iridium visor coming from Ruroc. Once that gets here, I will install that in there. But if you want to have it more than one visor, they're like 20 bucks a piece or so, so it's really not that big of an issue. I really like this visor. The first version of the Ruroc they had, the 1.0, a lot of people would complain that when they put the helmet all the way down, the visor all the way down, it wouldn't necessarily lock into place. Sometimes, depending on the bumps and what have you, it would come ajar. With this one, there's this little metal piece here, comes down, locks into place, doesn't go anywhere. I really like that feature. I've never had an issue with it at all. If anything, I would say it's a little too secure sometimes. Sometimes when I'm reaching across to open it up at a stoplight, I may have a little trouble getting it open, but keep in mind I have arthritis and neuropathy in both of my hands, so I'm not your average rider when it comes to that, but for the most part I've had zero issues with it. It's got quite a few detents, which I really like. For the most part, I usually, unless the wind is extremely strong, I'll keep it right here so it's not completely closed. I have just a teeny tiny bit of air coming in to help with the anti-fogging. Then again, once I put the pin lock in, I'm sure that will go away. But you've got this detent, you got this detent, and then all the way up. And you can pretty much kind of put it in any position in between there, and it stays for the most part. If you if you want to put it down or up, you can. But I've really never had an issue with, once I put it at a certain detent, it stays put. But typically I do ride with it in the almost locked or all the way locked position. If you get hit with a bug at 50 miles an hour when it's up like this, you're gonna have a bad day. So I tend to try and do that. I love the field of view on this visor. I can get my entire periphery through it, so I can pretty much see anything. On any of my videos, if you actually see me turn my head, obviously because the camera's mounted here, so you'll see the camera move. It's not that I can't see with my periphery, it's just I'm not used to having that much field of view, so I instinctively turn my head. None of that, you know, with cagers out there, you gotta be careful no matter what, so there's always that. This helmet flows a ton of air. I have these vents closed because my Purple Panda mic is installed right behind it. But even with that closed and the chin curtain installed, as you can see, here's the plug for my Purple Panda mic. Even with the chin curtain installed and that closed, I still flow a crazy amount of air. I absolutely love it. I'm one of those riders that's always warm no matter what, so any amount of air that I can get in there is great. You've also got this vent on the top, this vent in the back as well. Oh, as you can see, it's DOT and ECE rated, so that's always a good thing. There are these vents here on the side. I don't know if they're functional or not. My understanding, and I could be wrong, but my understanding was just they were functional on the 1.0. On the 2.0, they made them cosmetic. Even with them, if they are cosmetic, this helmet just flows so much air. I wouldn't know what to do if I had this much air coming in. So that's a definite bonus in my book. Another thing you can see here, I have the shockwave in here. Unfortunately, it isn't a comms unit yet. I mean, you can take and make calls. It works with the Hey Siri and Android Auto, or Android as well. But for what it is, it's great. I actually have a Cardo Pack Talk Slim, and I love it. But I like having it integrated right into the helmet, where I don't have to worry about something bulky on the side, or even the Pack Talk Slim. As great as it is and as small as it is, it still takes up space, whereas this is built right into the helmet. A lot of people talk about this, and I'm no different. This is actually, aside from the awesome graphics that they have, this is the reason why I got the Ruroc, is the Fidlock system. As I said, I have arthritis and neuropathy in both of my wrists and hands. And yes, I can use a D-ring, but it's not pretty. Sometimes it can take me a minute. Sometimes it can take me a full 5 to 10 minutes to get a D-ring put together. With the Fidlock, it's just that simple. And it's not going anywhere. You want to take it off, you just pull on that little red tab, boom, you're good to go. I don't know why more helmet manufacturers haven't gone to this. I guess that's, you know, good on you, Ruroc, for coming out with this first and all that. But even the ratchet straps that I've seen on certain helmets, you know, just they can't touch this. And you know, Ruroc has had videos in the past where they actually lifted an entire motorcycle using just this Fidlock strap, and it didn't budge. As far as safety things go, you've got the 2 emergency pull tabs to pull out the padding. I don't know why you're going to be able to see this, but okay, so you've got the padding that comes in up to here. It's nice and plush, as well as here. Some people have stated that they don't feel the padding is as plush or as thick as it should be. I've yet to have an issue with it. I will say this, their sizing chart on their website is very true to form. I was right on the edge between an extra large and a 2X. I was like 1 below the 2X, and I said, you know what? I wear a 2X and everything else, let me go with a 2X. I bought the 2X. It just was too big on my head with the 2X padding. So we contacted Ruroc, and kudos to them. They were like, sure, we'll get you a set of pads out. They sent me out a set of pads free of charge really quickly. Got them in short time, and it's been great since then. Also, any veterans out there, they do give a discount. I don't remember exactly what it was, but all said and told, between the helmet, the extra shield, and the shockwave, I ended up saving like $200. So that's not an insignificant amount of money. Okay, so you've heard me gush about this helmet. It's not a perfect helmet. There are no perfect helmets in my opinion. There are too many permutations out there, too many people with different head shapes, sizes, likes, dislikes, whatever. There is no one perfect helmet. If there was, they would be the only helmet maker on the market, because they would just put everybody else out of business. But in my personal opinion, Ruroc is as close as I've come. The only issue that I have with the helmet thus far, and I don't necessarily blame them, is the 3M sticky tape that came with it to place the shockwave microphone. Did not stay very well. So I ended up going with a different, I purchased some more Velcro sticky tape and put the microphone on inside. That being said, now that I'm actually motovlogging, I don't have that on there because I don't want to inadvertently set off the shockwave system while I'm talking. So Ruroc recently had a stock market crash. I personally think it was a marketing genius move. It was total gamification. They had, certain helmets would rise and fall, other helmets would be up, and then they'd be down, and you just kind of had to watch and be on it and find the one that you wanted and strike while the iron's hot, so to speak. That being said, even at full boat price, these helmets are completely worth it. They do charge a $25 fee, replacement fee. It's a one-time thing. You get the helmet. If you happen to crash with it, they will replace it free of charge, with the exception of, again, like I said, that $25 fee up front. And my understanding is that they use it to do research to make sure how they can improve the helmets better. Every person that I've heard about that has gone down with this helmet, the helmet may be scuffed up, but I've never seen the carbon fiber broken at all. And they've walked away with no issues. And to me, that's everything. Out of all my gear, I mean, I typically try to be at GAT, or at least mostly at GAT. This is one thing that I will never compromise on. I will always be wearing the best full face helmet I can get my hands on. And for the foreseeable future, it's going to be a Ruroc. All right. That's going to do it for this video. I apologize for the delay, but like I said, I wanted to make sure that I got a good bit of riding in on this helmet, and I had some other stuff, other content that I wanted to put out first, but I'm glad I'm finally able to get this out there. If you don't already know about Ruroc, check them out. Link to their website will be in the description of this video. Check them out, and let me know what, if you have a Ruroc, what you think about it. If you don't have a Ruroc, let me know which one that you would like to have if you wouldn't. And if you don't have a Ruroc and you don't plan on getting one, what your thoughts are. We all win when we give feedback back to manufacturers. They can work harder to make their product better. Obviously, Ruroc is sent helmets out to a lot of very high-profile motovloggers who've been flogging them and giving their feedback. I mean, that's what happened with that's what led from the version 1 to version 2, and I'm sure they're doing the same thing with version 2 to go to version 3. So, let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are, and as always, stay shiny side up. Throttle Fiend out.